Hello and welcome to Learning to Love Games, and this is some Mario and Wario on the Nintendo Switch 2 using my they're still called joycons, right? Yeah, my black and red joycon, which is the I don't know if this. Well, I always feel like it's the one I should use as a mouse, but maybe it's probably because I'm right-handed. Yeah, so the right-handed mouse. I own a copy of this on a Japanese copy of this for the Super Nintendo, but I don't own a Super Nintendo mouse, so I couldn't play it. It came out recently on the Nintendo Switch 2. I think it kicks on the Switch as well, because they just say plug in a mouse, which isn't the most practical thing, I don't think. I guess you plug it into the dock. But maybe you can. I guess maybe I don't know. But this isn't the place for your Nintendo Switch mouse queries. But because I'm using the Joy-Con as a mouse, which is perfectly acceptable. It's So it's a puzzle game where you're this little fairy and you are guiding either Peach or Mario or Yoshi, who I didn't play as. I might play as another time. It's deceptively simple at first. I guess teaching you how to use a mouse, and then it ramps up in difficulty, not drastically, but it's good. It's a proof of concept, I guess, of using a mouse to play games. I don't think it was released in the West, although I think it was Japan only, and that's why when I bought it when I was in Japan, I actually didn't know what it was. I just saw Mario and Wario and was like, oh, that's interesting. And it wasn't. This must have been about 12 years ago. Or maybe 10 years, 11 or 12 years ago. And it was cheap then. I don't know what the price of games are like in Japan now. But yeah, I saw Mario and Wario on, and I was like, it was a curiosity, and I put it into my Japanese stairs, and it doesn't work without a mouse. So I've always wanted to have a go at it. This is what I mean about the difficulty ramping up. These little boxes I'm tapping on are timed, and the window of timing isn't that long, and poor old Peach suffers from that. I think I thought it was too easy at this point, and I might have got a bit cocky. And also I didn't notice, and you can't actually see it because there's a strap on the screen, but you have amount of lives, which I don't, even without the strap, I couldn't really see that ticking down. So I thought I had as many goes as I want, which is not the case. They need to. So I think it's great Nintendo to put Mario Paint in this, and I guess that is it for your mouse games. I think you could play SimCity with a mouse on the Super Nintendo. You definitely could play King Arthur's World, but they're probably King Arthur's World and who made that. It should have been Camelot, but I don't think it was. But SimCity is obviously owned by EA, so I don't know whether I'm pretty sure that had mouse controls. Let's have a look. but I don't know if Nintendo have exhausted their mouse control games for the Switch to Sim City on Super Nintendo mouse. Oh no, so it didn't. The SNES version of SimCity 2000 did have. I didn't think that came out on Super Nintendo SNES. It did. SimCity 2000 is the one. Mouse control games SNES. So there you go. The games are Mario Paint, which has been released. Simant came on the. That's cool. Lemmings 2, King Arthur's World. Lemmings is owned by Sony, so I don't think that is going to come out. Nabunga's Ambition, a grand strategy game that benefited. Okay. Simant Pieces. I'd love to see King Arthur's World. It's from Jail Co. So maybe it will. Maybe that will be the next one. Anyway, that was an interlude. As Mario walks along with a Yoshi egg on his face. Yeah. Funny that Nintendo, the way they've done it. It baffles me. I think I said it in the Mario Paint video that's on this channel. It baffles me they didn't release Mario Paint day and date with the Switch 2. I mean, no one's going to remember that now. But to me, it would have just been, yeah, like just include it on the Switch 2, or even in that what was that game called, Welcome Tour. Put it in there, but they didn't. And, which seems daft to me, but I'm not in charge of Nintendo. And who remembers that, to be honest. And most people when they got their shiny new Switch 2 bought it with Mario Kart, and would have been playing that, so maybe Mario Paint would have been not high on their list. I wonder, talking about mice, I wonder whether they will ever get round to putting the Double D games on the expansion pass. Yeah, they've done it for the Virtual Boy. They're coming to it with that beautifully weird Virtual Boy headset, which is not weird because it looks like a Virtual Boy, but it's a very weird thing to do. I have pre-ordered one of them, despite my anger. That's, there's many things to get angry about in the world, and the Virtual Boy headset and the pricing strategy is not one of them. It seems to me that they could have, if you're spending 60 or 70 quid or £65, whatever it is, on a headset, they could have just given you the games, ownership of the games, rather than being attached to a subscription service. But that is, that's how Nintendo rolls. But yeah, so they're doing the Virtual Boy. The Double D. There's no reason why they couldn't come to the Switch 2. I mean, they're all Japanese games, but what else? Switch. And I think that did, because that had the Mario 64 DD. And I'm not, yeah. The Nintendo 61 was exclusive imported device with 60 disc drive, noticeably done with Mario Artist Paint Studio, used for cursor control. Yeah, and that obviously had that had SimCity, and did it have SimCopter as well or something? Yeah. No DD games. There's only about, I'm gonna say, no. That's showing the DS's. Mario Artist, F-Zero expansion kit, Japan Pro Golf Tour 64. Ocean the Giant and SimCity 64. So yeah, there were only 10 games for the DD. Mario Artist, Ocean the Giant, SimCity 64. No, it didn't have SimCopter. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, I'm sure maybe when they have exhausted their very limited library of SNES mice games, they will turn around. Well, I guess localization and stuff. But then this is all in English. It would be a cool thing for them to do. It would take away the temptation of ever buying a Nintendo disc drive, which I've never really. It's always, I've never been that tempted. But yeah, it would be really cool if they did. But yeah, and I mean, the Double D was probably more of a failure than the Virtual Boy, I imagine. 64 DD sales. I mean, 15,000, which is a lot less than 140,000 was sold in Japan alone. Worldwide sales of 770,000. Yeah, so in that sense, the DD probably isn't high on their list of priorities. But, as they explore the proof of concept of the mouse, for the Switch 2, I mean, the next thing on the horizon for the Switch 2 and the mouse is going to be that Metroid game. Which, it's, maybe it is just, I'm not a massive Metroid Prime person. I think it was a bit too confusing for my brain. But it's just that the amount of titles being released and the sort of titles that are being released on the in these early days of good save there on the early days of the Switch 2. I think I am curious about it. We get. It always looks like Luigi's going to kiss whoever's underneath the egg or the bucket or whatever. To me, I think this is where I call it a day. This is been learning to love games, watching some pre-recorded footage of Mario and Wario. A game which, disappointingly, apart from seeing him in a little plane, dropping the egg or the bucket on top of Mario or Peach. So God only knows what he drops on top of Yoshi. Although saying that, is that because of the level that he's got an egg on top of him? I don't think it's actually. But anyway, this has been Learn to Love Games, and thanks very much. Goodbye. As ever, if you've enjoyed this, please do like and subscribe. It means a lot and it really helps the channel. So thank you very much. Bye.